11 Sports and For the Fans welcomes you to the following presentation of the Simulation Football League.
Welcome to Bayou Country here in Houma, Louisiana. We're at Stack Up Stadium for a Week 3 matchup as the Louisiana Revolution play host to the St. Louis Gladiators. Good evening, everybody. I am Mike Daggs, and alongside me in the booth is the Hall of Famer Matt Wilson. Our statistician is Gerald Smith, and our producer is Cameron Irvine. You are watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports. How you doing tonight, Matt?
Mike, I'm full of crawfish.
Yes, we are. Louisiana only lost 3 games all of last season, Matt, and so far here in Season 16, they've already recorded 2 losses. They featured one of the league's best rushing attacks last season, and right now that's in the middle of the pack after the first couple weeks. And last week here at home, they only managed to put 7 points on the board. On the other side of the field, St. Louis, 2-0 for the first time in franchise history. They're on the road again this week, looking for their second consecutive road win for only the second time ever. Both of these teams are chomping at the bit for the win, Matt. What are the keys to victory tonight?
Yeah, Louisiana's record has to be a shock for many fans. Their defense has struggled, allowing their opponents to convert 75% of their third downs. However, their offense hasn't exactly helped out, turning the ball over second most in the league. The Revolution need a great performance from Reggie Streeter tonight to slow the game down and reduce turnover opportunities and keep the defense off the field. St. Louis has won a couple of close games. They've been kind of optimistic. They're middle of the road in most statistical categories, but if they play within themselves and Louisiana gets sloppy as they have kind of been this season, they could come away with the victory. Who's going to come away with a win, Mike? There's only one way to find out, and that's on the field.
All right, Matt, well, let's head down to the field to get this one started. Louisiana has won the toss, and they have elected to defer. We'll see the St. Louis Gladiator offense out on the field to get this game started here in Louisiana in Week 3. The 2-0 St. Louis Gladiators taking on the 0-2 Louisiana Revolution. Matt Fennick has the ball teed up, and we are underway here in Houma. Kick return taken just past the goal line, returned all the way up to the 22-yard line. Elsie Mondavi with the return. And that is where Christian Brown will lead the offense out onto the field. Second round pick number 46 overall in the draft from Birmingham. Two backs in the backfield. 3 wide receivers set for the Gladiators. Ball is handed off straight up the gut. Cairo Martinez with his first carry. Good for a gain of 5. The key starters here on the St. Louis Gladiators offense, we mentioned Christian Brown and Cairo Martinez. The fullback is Bill Cherry. Wide receivers, Eagle Mondavi and Paul Dillevue. The tight ends, Phil Koss and Guy Clausen. Matt, Phil Koss, a player to watch for in this one.
Yeah, he had a great game last week.
Another handoff straight up the gut. This one goes to Bill Cherry. Good for a gain of about 4.9 as it brings him up to the 32-yard line, third down and inches.
4.9999. So good start for St. Louis. They're keeping the ball on the ground. Again, they just have to be steady. Nothing too flashy, just steady. Score some points and see how Louisiana's going to respond.
Another handoff. Good for another gain. This one will move the chains, converting for their first down of the ball game. Martinez with the carry.
That's the advantage when you have your halfback and your fullback humming at the same time. None of them are tired. They just kind of take breaks and go back and forth. And don't pass unless you have to, I say.
Brown will pass on this one and throws it into coverage, and that one is incomplete. Trying to hit Paul Dillevue on that one. And, Matt, Cairo Martinez, the running back for the Gladiators, carried the ball 22 times last week. 63 yards. Bill Cherry actually did not record any carries and already has one in this ball game.
Well, he has infinitely more carries now.
Second down and 10 for the Gladiators. Brown back to pass, pump fakes, fires down the race. The target wide open. There he is, Matt. Phil Koss, the tight end that we were talking about earlier. Tell us about his game last week.
Yeah, a huge game, over 100 yards, double-digit receptions, just a monster. A game that maybe you'd like to have one of these days.
Hashtag throw it to the tight end. Absolutely averaged 8.7 yards per reception last week. Currently 15 receptions, 150 yards on the season and a touchdown. He's tied for first amongst tight ends with Robert Garrett Jr. in receptions. Second down and 8 after that short pass over the middle, complete for a gain of 8 yards. Eagle Mondavi with the catch.
Just a very solid drive from the Gladiators there. This Louisiana defense, which has kind of been bringing leaks the past 2 weeks, doesn't look very shored up just yet.
Ball handed off up the middle again. Martinez moving the chains inside the red zone now. First down and 10 from the Louisiana 19.
That's all you got to do. It doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be big gains. Just you needed a 2 yards for the first down. Get your 2 yards. Be happy, and then spool your running game back up unless you see a look you can't resist, which is every play for me. But we're not going to talk about that.
It's not always about the big play, Matt. As long as these short yardage plays are working, may as well keep on running them. Brown swings it out to Martinez. That one good for only a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Let's talk about the starters here on the Louisiana defense. The defensive line, Derek Jenko, Ross Napoli, Luther Gond, and Deontay Wilder. The linebackers are Chuck Diesel and Blake Craze. The secondary is Even Arthur, Roloman Hood, Nathan Blake, Anthony Wyo, Tank Bennett, and Jeff Melanishin. Second down and 8. And that one is good for only a gain of 2 as well. Ball was handed off to Sweet Pete Kissinger, Matt, the backup halfback.
Too sweet.
Too sweet for 2 yards.
Yeah.
Third down and 6.
Now is where you look to your big tight end, Koss, or even Clausen, although they only have Koss in the field, but nice 6-yard gain right where the tight end shines.
Now they're going to go down to the ground again. Cairo Martinez taking that one up the middle and stopped on the play by Blake Craze. It'll be a 4th down and 4. And Matt, an impressive opening drive is going to come to an end as Amy Shalizzi comes onto the field for a field goal try.
Well, they didn't shoot themselves in the foot. They didn't, turn the ball over. They're going to get points out of this drive, and now we're going to see where this Louisiana Revolution offense. We're going to see last season's offense, or we're going to see this season's offense. Only one way to find out, Mike, and that's the next series.
Shalizzi 3 of 3 last week. Had a long of 50. This one from about 30 yards from the right hash is up and through officially from 29. And the Gladiators get on the board first. 3-0 here over the Revolution. Had a very efficient drive, 11 plays, 65 yards, resulting in a field goal. But you would have liked to see the pass on that 3rd and long.
I would, but again, no, it's not a turnover, right? So it's the first play of the game. Get your points, and now, again, let's see how Louisiana's adjusted from the past 2 weeks.
Any offensive possession you want to end with your kicker kicking the ball up through the goalpost, right, Matt?
Yeah.
Whether it's a field goal or extra point, either way. Oh, wow. That was a punishing hit up to the 22-yard line. Matt, the Gladiators, they're playing in their 100th franchise game. They're the 11th SFL franchise to reach 100 games. And like I said, 2-0 for the first time in franchise history as well, trying to win their 2nd consecutive game on the road for only the 2nd time ever.
It's a lot of seconds.
It's a lot of seconds, Matt. Last time they were able to do that was several seasons ago. And Johnny Pickler's going to get this one started as he swings that one out to his running back, Reggie Streeter, with the catch and run. Good for a gain of 5. Johnny Pickler is the quarterback, Matt. Reggie Streeter, the halfback. The wide receivers, Chase Earl, Mike Twinscrew, and B. Robo. The tight end coming over from Las Vegas in free agency, Garrison Blue. And watch out for number 68, the big guard, Leonard Butler Sr., trying to open up some holes today for Streeter and keep Pickler nice and clean. 4 wideouts for the Revolution. Pickler
Oh,
going deep
no.
down the right sideline, and that one is picked
yeah.
off. His first pass attempt is taken away, picked off by Colin Douglas, Matt, one of the league's all-time leaders in interceptions.
Former teammate of mine in Mexico City, and just looking that ball in all the way, I could tell when that ball was released, just didn't have a lot of mustard on it, and usually those are up for grabs, and Douglas is not going to drop many of those. And see, St. Louis got their 3, and now look where they are, back almost a couple, 20, 30 yards away from scoring again.
Second pick on the season for Colin Douglas, 47th in his career. He's 8th all-time. That pass is complete, hitting the tight end, Phil Koss. Good for a gain of 7, 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, there's Koss, their safety blanket. 2nd and 3, good to set up the running game again. Martinez or Cherry. Looks like that's where
Heavy
they're gonna
formation. Heavy formation for the Gladiators. On 2nd down, handed off to Martinez. Martinez met right at the line. He's going nowhere on that one. Stuffed on the play by Luther Gond. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 3. So 3 yards to go, Matt. Pass or run here?
I think you pass. You haven't had very good luck. Last time I think it was 4.
Now Martinez is averaging 3.7 right now after 6 rushing attempts. We'll see what they do. Brown under center. He will throw. Short pass over the middle, and that one's caught. Oh, I thought he was going to Koss and totally missed him, but that was the Eagle Mondavi. Complete for the 1st down to the Louisiana 36.
Yeah, that pass wasn't a thing of absolute beauty, but it got there. That's all that matters. Mondavi with a great grab, and now the drive starts again. Another 1st down.
Trips to the right. Brown checking that one down behind the line of scrimmage and barely able to get back there before he's brought down. Tackled by Rolleman Hood on the play. That was Martinez with the reception.
There was a gaggle of revolution there. Nowhere for him to go. Now this kind of sets you back. You're going to run probably here. Hopefully you can get 3 or 4 yards and make this a 3rd and manageable.
Martinez takes the handoff, and he's only able to get 1, Matt. Swarmed by the defense and brought down even Arthur with the tackle after a gain of 1. It'll be a 3rd down and 9, and I think Christian Brown will have to take back to the skies on this one.
He better watch out. This front 4 is no joke.
2 of 3 on 3rd down conversion so far in this ball game.
You can't hit an out or a quick slant. You got to go a little deeper in your playbook.
And they do indeed go deeper, and that one's picked off. Taken away by the defense. Rolleman Hood with the INT.
And that's what the Gladiators don't want to do. Turn the ball back over to Louisiana. They got to score points when they can. And so that turnover by Louisiana resulted in 0 points, so no loss for them.
Always got to be careful when you throw it to Rolleman Hood's direction, Matt. That's his 2nd interception on the season. 29th all time, but he is number 1 in the league in taking him to the house. 6 INT returns for a touchdown.
Oh, no!
Fumble on that play, and that's recovered by St. Louis.
Oh, boy. I believe that was a real, that's unchallengeable. Look at this. 1, 2. Oh, yeah, he's definitely started his motion, lowered his head, and the ball popped out.
Yeah, I agree, Matt. He had that ball turned upfield. And it is a clear and obvious recovery by St. Louis. So, man, right after getting the ball back and preventing points from being scored just like that, it's back in the hands of the Gladiators.
Well, again, St. Louis, just be careful. If you got to take 3 here, take 3. But don't be throwing balls out for grabs.
Brown under center, short drop, quick pass over the middle, wide open target down to the 10-yard line. Hitting his receiver, Paul Delavu. 1st down and 10 from the 10.
Louisiana set the blitz. It was man coverage. And Brown, look at this blitz. Delayed blitz and wide open middle of the field there. Good job by Brown. Finds the man, his open man. And now 1st and 10 from the 10.
Christian Brown, 78 yards and a pick on the day. 2 tight ends out to the left, 2 receivers out to the right. Brown looking. Oh, man, that was almost taken away as well. Rollerman Hood right there again, Matt. He had his hands right on that one.
Yeah, the ball just floated
Not
a little bit.
zip.
Yeah, Hood undercut it. Look at the undercut here by Hood. It's right in front and beats out the receiver. I say go back to the ground. You know, they ran Sherry once. Well, maybe try again.
Second down and 10.
Little out to the top or something. Look how far off. Or to the bottom. Take your pick.
Brown looking. Fires towards the back of the end zone. That one's caught for a touchdown. Phil Koss putting points on the board for the Gladiators.
Well, there was the MVP of the last game they played. And it looked like a corner route, Mike. Not quite to the corner, but again, Brown just kind of lofts it in there. Look at this thing.
Yeah, he really likes to float that ball. It doesn't really throw it on a rope, as they say, but you know, hey, if that's what gets it done, then that's what'll work. Second touchdown on the season for Phil Koss. The Gladiators extend their lead to 9. Shalizzi on for the extra point. Extra point is up, and it is good. Gladiators 10, Louisiana nothing. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter, Matt, and still plenty of time left. But you know, Louisiana can't get into a situation where they're playing from behind.
There's our infamous points off turnovers, Mike. We got 7 already on the board.
Shalizzi with the ball teed up. Kick taken about 5 yards deep in the end zone. And that one will be knelt down for a touchback. B. Robo, the return man. Johnny Pickler will come back out onto the field. You know, most of the first quarter's gone, Matt, and there's only been a couple of offensive snaps for the Revolution. Pickler, only 3 pass attempts. Offside eye formation. Deep drop for Pickler. Going deep over the middle. Wow. That one's nearly taken away as well. Freeman Peltier with his hands on the ball.
Streeter watch, Mike. I don't think he's got a carry yet.
He does not yet. He's got 1 reception for 5 yards on that swing route to start the game off, but I'll start the first offensive possession for Louisiana.
So far, Louisiana's gone opposite of what I wanted them to do, and it hasn't paid off. So see if they can prove me wrong, or maybe Streeter's going to get involved right here.
Johnny Pickler under center. He will throw. Fires over the middle. Wide open target. Hitting Mike Twinscrew. Twinscrew will gain 5. Will bring up a 3rd down and 5 as we see the quarterback comparison. And a little early to compare these quarterbacks, but Christian Brown obviously with the better numbers in this one so far.
Yeah, now's your chance to find Streeter on one of those screens. 5 yards, he can get it.
Flipbacks in the backfield with Pickler under center. Pickler hands the ball off to Streeter, and there we go. Reggie Streeter getting involved and bursts up the middle for a gain of 7. That'll move the chains, converting for a 1st down.
I think the Gladiators were caught off guard, Mike.
Yeah, 3 receivers. I think they were expecting the pass on that 3rd and 5.
Especially 5 in the way Louisiana's been throwing every down. Who'd have thunk?
2 backs in the backfield again for Louisiana on this 1st down and 10. Short drop for Pickler. Pressure was coming. Gets it to Streeter, but Streeter falling out of bounds right back at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Not a play of beauty. It was a nice reach out by Streeter, but yeah, no yards to be had.
Second down and 10, empty backfield for the Revolution. Pickler looking, firing over the middle, and he's got another first down on that one, Matt. Wide open on the play was B. Robo.
Louisiana started to string some plays together. So they need to do, you're only down 10-0. Just be a little conservative. I would hope they run straighter again, especially first down. It's perfect time. But, they don't. Maybe.
Well, they could run out of the gun. Your favorite play in football, Matt.
It's
Three
true.
receivers, a tight end, and a running back on the field. Streeter going out for the pass, but he's going to go to the out route on the bottom. That one is complete to Twin Screw, 2nd down and 1. Matt, this is the 5th matchup between these two franchises. They are currently tied at 2 wins apiece. St. Louis's first trip to Louisiana since October 6th, 2019.
Seems like
Back in
eons
that game,
ago.
Yeah, back in that game, Louisiana was the New Orleans Pharaohs. They won that game 24-13. Streeter takes the handoff on 2nd down and 1, and he is hit at the line. No gain on the play will bring up a 3rd down and 1. And, Matt, in a situation like that one, I think I would just no huddle, go right back to the line, run it again. It's rare that I think they're going to get 2 stops in a row on a short run by Reggie Streeter.
But I would, as I keep always drumming on, just hit it up.
That'll bring us to the end of quarter number 1. It's been all St. Louis in this one. Gladiators 10, Revolution nothing. We'll be back after a short break for the start of the second quarter. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports.
Both sides of the ball came to play for St. Louis last week in the win over Queen City. Mike, who says linebackers don't have hands? Ronnie Panani picks the ball off after a deflection. And what a return, Mike. All the way to the 10.
Not quite a pick six, but
Not quite. But at the very next play, turning defensive plays into points, Cairo Martinez runs into the end zone. And then Queen City, inside the 10, a pick by Freeman Peltier, and makes a great play there. And look at this rainbow pass to Phil Goss. Jeez,
Wow.
looks like there's helium in that ball, Mike. I don't know.
and we've seen a couple of those floaters today, too.
Yeah. But, St. Louis, like I said, offense to defense, defense to offense. They just play within themselves, and they have a great chance to win today.
3rd down and 1 to get the second quarter started, and back-to-back runs to Reggie Streeter for no gain.
I think they should have done your no huddle suggestion, Mike. They had a whole
Hurry right
St.
back
Louis
up
had
to
a
it.
whole quarter to prepare for Streeter, and they were ready.
Well, they keep the offense out on the field, Matt, on this 4th down and 1. Only 3 down linemen for the Gladiators.
They're on the other side of the 50. I might go for it.
And it looks like Pickler might just be trying to get them to jump, and the Revolution will burn their first time out. And they will punt it back to the Gladiators. Nice warm day, relatively speaking, down here in Louisiana, 59 degrees.
Yeah, not bad at all. Where we're from, it's freezing.
Snowing in Baltimore last week during the game that we called, Matt.
They need to get a heater installed in that booth.
It was a little chilly. Walter Melanishin on for the punt. Elsie Mondavi back to receive at the 10, and that kick is taken up to the 14-yard line. Christian Brown will lead the offense back out onto the field.
Now Brown's going to have to see if he can lead another long drive. This will be their worst starting field position of the game. And you just got to keep it simple. I don't know. Those balloon throws are pretty, but you don't want to throw too many of those to these corners.
Brown will hand the ball off on first down. Not a very far run that time, Matt, for Bill Cherry, getting his second carry, but he only gains 1 yard.
Yeah, when you got the fullback going east-west, he's not going to get very far. And I love this trip set when they're playing way off the defense.
Brown going across the middle and has his man complete for a nice gain. Gains 18 on that one. Hitting the returner, Elsie Mondavi.
And Brown just finds the middle of the zone. And look at that.
Nice little sidearm pass, Matt.
I think this man just sidearms every pass he throws.
First down and 10 from the 33.
He was a baseball pitcher before he was a quarterback.
Taking the carry up the middle, Martinez, for a gain of 8. Will be a 2nd down and 2. Martinez has been having some luck with those runs up the middle, Matt.
Some of my favorites, Mike. Hit him where it hurts, right up the gut.
8 carries for just over 30 yards now for Martinez. Martinez takes carry number 9, and that one's going to go the wrong way. Losing a yard on the play and hurting his average a little bit. 3.4 yards per carry.
Yeah, Chuck Diesel just kind of came around from the side. I thought Martinez might at least get back to the line of scrimmage, but Diesel said no, and now this is going to be a little more difficult 3rd down.
Ball is taken by Martinez, and he only will gain a yard. Stopped on the play by Nathan Blake. And the defense did their job, Matt, as they're forcing a punt from St. Louis. Give the offense another shot, even though the offense hasn't really been able to get much going yet.
Yeah, they really haven't, but at least St. Louis improved their field position somewhat. Let's see where this punt ends up.
Taken back at the 21-yard line and absolutely leveled. B. Robo converting from tight end to wide receiver and trying his hand at returning kicks as well, Matt, and, paid the price right there.
Yeah, I think he maybe wishing he was blocking again instead of taking shots like that.
First down and 10.
Well, hold your breath, Revolution fans.
Pickler in the gun. Short pass over the middle with a blocker out in front of him. Second down and 3. after a nice gain of 7.
Yeah, a delayed blitz from the Gladiators. Pickler read it well and found the open man. I wouldn't even be blitzing if I was St. Louis. Just play coverage, see if Pickler can find the holes in your zones or your man coverage.
Reggie Streeter with a handoff, jumping over a defender and getting the first down up to the 35-yard line. First down and 10 for the Revolution.
Just waiting for Streeter to break one. He was big last season, let me tell you.
Inside 7 minutes to go here in the first half. Split backs in the backfield. Pickler hands this one off to Streeter. Streeter surging forward, only gaining 3. It'll be a second down and 7.
You know, a lot of times the back needs a couple carries to get in rhythm, and Louisiana's kind of struggled to get in the ball. I would give him another shot here and see what he cooks up. Even if he gets a 2 or 3 yard gain, you're looking at, 3rd and 4. Could be, an easily convertible situation.
Pickler will throw out route to the top. That one is complete for another first down gain. Chase Earl with the catch and run.
He could throw the ball. But again, that's a high percentage play. Little out route there. And Earl turns up and gets some good yardage. So those are the positive plays for Louisiana when they're passing games cooking like that. And they're, not these, drop back in the pocket 7 steps and heave it up. But just hasn't worked for them so far.
2 backs in the backfield for the Revolution on first down. Pickler out route to the bottom. That one was nearly taken to the house, trying to jump the route, but complete to Twin Screw. Nice gain of 8 on the play.
Doesn't matter how close it is, Mike. It's still a catch.
On second down and 2, Pickler will come out under center with 3 wide receivers and 2 running backs.
3-2, I would run this all day long.
Ball is handed off to Streeter. First down and more. Streeter spinning his way up to the 34-yard line before he's brought down by 4 Gladiators. First down and 10.
I think Streeter was just hyped to get past the linebacker. He started spinning, and I think if he just continued to run up the middle, I think he would have gotten more yards. He was a little bit early on that first spin, but I can't criticize the guy who just killed it last season.
5 minutes to go in the first half, and still no points on the board for the Revolution, but they are knocking on the door of scoring range at the Gladiator 34-yard line. Pickler will throwing over the middle, taking some of these shorter, easier passes on this drive, Matt.
Yeah, again, 10-0 is not a huge deficit, so play within yourself, play your normal offense, and even a field goal, it's a one-possession game.
Pickler hands the ball off to Streeter. Streeter almost get to the line to gain before he's absolutely leveled by Colin Douglas. Getting up a little slow, 3rd down and 1.
Man, that looked like an easy first down, and then Colin Douglas came out and threw his entire body into Streeter and stopped him. But still, 3rd and 1, good for the Revolution. I would just keep riding the Streeter train, especially again with this 3-2 look.
Streeter takes a handoff, first down and more, getting just up to the red zone. First down and 10 from the 20-yard line.
Anytime I see a three down lineman, 2 linebacker front, I'm audibly to, unless it's a 3rd and 10, some kind of run between these, Earl or Streeter.
Pickler swings it out to Streeter on first down, and Streeter's able to get some good yardage up to the 15-yard line. 2nd down and 4. Now let's take a second to talk about Sector 6. They're the official apparel provider of the Simulation Football League. You can visit sector6apparel.com or our website at simulationfl.net for replica team jerseys and customized jackets, flags, t-shirts, and more that'll help each team stand out from their opponents. Get the gear that the fans wear with Sector 6. and the SFL. 3 wide for second down. Pickler hands the ball off to Streeter, and he is immediately just swallowed up by Gladiators. Nicholas Warner, the first to get there.
I was about to say, I wouldn't run Streeter on this one. The Gladiators were playing press man coverage, and Streeter decided a little off tackle, and it didn't work out so well. Here's where you got to be careful if you're Louisiana.
Pickler hands the ball off on third down, and he's able to get the first. Just enough on that one, Matt. First and goal from the 9.
Gutsy call running it with Streeter in that long a distance, but proven by he's one of the best in the league.
Reggie Streeter now with just shy of 40 yards on the ground. First down and goal as we approach the 2-minute warning. Pickler pump fakes, fires towards the end zone, and it's in.
Yes.
Touchdown Revolution. They get some points on the board just before the 2-minute break. Mike Twinscrew with the catch.
And Twinscrew, week 1 had 2 touchdown grabs, adding to it here, and it's good to see the passing game waking up a little bit. Oh my, there's a Wilson special right there. That's my number 1 nominee of the Bronze Bomber Duck of the Week.
Yeah, I would say, when you have a ball go end over end into the end zone for a touchdown, that certainly qualifies, Matt.
Yeah, I'm number 1 in touchdowns in history, so doesn't matter how
you know a thing or two about ducks.
I know. Quack, quack, quack.
Matt Fennick on for the extra point try. Kick is up, and it is good. Louisiana cutting into St. Louis's lead, now 10-7 over the Revolution. 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go until halftime, Matt. And coming up on the SFL halftime report, Cameron Irvine and Mike St. Green will analyze the first half and provide us with updates on the Lone Star Houston battle over Texas that is getting started just about any minute now. Also show off week 2's top 10 plays. It's all coming up on the SFL halftime report. Mondavi getting that one up to the 23-yard line. 2 minutes, 5 seconds to go. All 3 timeouts, Matt. They can basically still run their normal offense until time starts ticking down on them. You remember back at kickoff, Louisiana won the toss and elected to defer. They will receive the ball to start the second half. So St. Louis looking to add some more points on to their 3-point lead.
Yeah, they also can't turn the ball over here.
Brown throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, and that one could have been picked off by the defensive end. Jenko standing right there, kind of watched the ball go by his head.
Man, this quarterback is some of the weirdest mechanics I've seen throwing the ball.
Well, he's still a rookie, Matt. So we'll see the 2-minute drill from the St. Louis Gladiators after the break. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports. Stay with us.
Louisiana's offense was much more potent in Week 1 against Vancouver. Johnny Pickler on play action hits B. Robo for a touchdown. A nice one-handed grab there, Mike.
Yeah, thrown a little behind him, but he hauled it in.
Yeah. Check out this replay. It's a nice out route, and then reached behind him. Woof. Great grab. Later on, Revolution tried to stay in the game. Pickler finds Mike Twinscrew wide open in the end zone. A beautiful post route. And then they would hook up again. An absolute rocket by Pickler. And a beautiful sliding catch by Twinscrew, as we'll see on this replay. Look at this slide. Safe. Louisiana needs this kind of offensive production to get their first victory tonight. They already scored 7.
Let's see if they can keep the scoring going as they pick it off, heading back towards the end zone. Touchdown, Revolution. And there's the scoring that you asked for, Matt, but by an unlikely source.
Was that Blake Craze?
Blake Craze with the pick 6 off the tip drill.
Jeez. Big old 96 got his paw up there. 2 hands, and that man looked like he was a running back streaking down the field. Look at the bodies left from the blocking, and that's the danger, Mike, in trying to run a 2-minute drill. And now the script has been flipped, and Louisiana has the lead.
And they get the ball back after the half. So now St. Louis definitely needs to try to get some points on the board in this 2-minute drill. Blake Craze, his second interception on the season, but his first career pick 6 in 6 seasons. Extra point is up and good. The Revolution now have the lead for the first time in the ball game, 14-10 over the Gladiators.
And now St. Louis has to be really careful, Mike. They want points bad, but they can't afford another turnover.
Matt, you even mentioned that, take care of the ball. Don't have any turnovers that far down in that own area of their field. And not only was it a turnover, but Blake Craze able to bring it all the way back to the house. Mondavi gets that one out to the 23-yard line as well. First down and 10. Christian Brown back out on the field for the Gladiators, just coming off of a pick 6. And Matt, as a quarterback, how difficult is it after having a pick 6? Now your team is down to come back out there and keep throwing it, because they have to here.
Got to have a short memory. Just have to make the most of these situations and try to get your team back on top.
Brown's going to hand this one off to Martinez. A conservative play call coming from the offensive coordinator on that one. Coordinator and head coach Andrew O'Reilly.
They should have done that before if they were going to run the ball, but I guess they might be afraid of the interception. But, Louisiana has all 3 timeouts, so if they don't get a first down, the Revolution could potentially get the ball back and score again.
Pass over the middle into coverage is somehow hauled in. An impressive pitch and catch by Christian Brown.
Brown again, this time with your more standard delivery, delivers a nice pass over the middle. And now St. Louis close to midfield, has a chance for 3 or even more if they want to dial it up a little bit.
First down and 10. Brown. Another floater, Matt, and that one's also hauled in. I think that was Guy Clausen with the catch.
Looked like he was throwing underhand.
The old underhand toss to the tight end. It works every time.
There it is
Another
again.
Underhand toss, and that one is somehow also caught.
Maybe he was a softball pitcher, not a baseball pitcher.
Same receiver, Guy Clausen on that one.
I caught it!
Caught as well. First down and 10.
It's not
from
broke,
the 16-yard line. Phil Koss with the catch. So 3 plays back to back to the tight ends. This one going to Cairo Martinez behind the line. He'll gain 3, second down and 7.
Should have got out of bounds or called a timeout. Now you're just wasting time.
5-step drop for Brown, standing at the 20. That one ball taken to the house, too. Tank Bennett had his hands on it and dropped it. There was nobody out in front of him but green grass, Matt.
Oh man, you don't want another pick six on back-to-back drives. That'd be a heartbreaker.
3rd down and 7.
See how aggressive St. Louis wants to be here. I just run out to the bottom, get the 7, get the first down, maybe get one more play before you kick a field goal.
Christian Brown fires over the middle. That one's caught by Mondavi. And St. Louis will burn their second timeout.
Field goal or run another play? I would run another play, but...
Well, it's 4th down, so...
Oh, it's 4th down. Yeah, well, then obviously this is why Matt is not a head coach, because I know what talent it is.
No, you can see the quarterback in you, Matt. 4th down, who cares, Matt's like,
Yeah,
I think we got time for another one.
Yeah, we got time. I can get 3 yards. I can run for 3 yards, so maybe not.
I'll sling that rock into the end zone. No big deal. But no, Matt Amy-Shalizzi on for the field goal try. That one from 26 yards away. It's up and good. St. Louis cutting into Louisiana's lead. Now a 1-point ball game. 13 seconds to go here in the first half.
Well, it might not be an offensive explosion here, Mike, but we all love a close game, and 1-point game, it's about as close as you can get.
Yeah, absolutely, Matt.
And a good answer by St. Louis. Almost had another pick six, but they narrowly avoided that fate. And again, they got it within 1.
Robo taking it out of his own end zone, getting it up to the 21-yard line. And with 9 seconds and 2 timeouts, we expect to see Reggie Streeter get the ball on this one. But we've seen him take some long runs before, Matt. So you never can just count him out, even if he just gets the carry here.
They just run streaks. Everyone go.
Of course you would, Matt.
Well, some people are going. I don't think it's Streeter.
Pickler in the gun. Probably swing that one out to Streeter. No, they're going to throw into coverage. My goodness. You know who else doesn't need a pick six right now, Matt? The Revolution.
Or any pick, because that would be in field goal range automatically.
That's true. That's a great point. That then they would give up their lead right before the half. So I fully expected to just see a handoff to Streeter on that one, and maybe we'll see it here.
Nope,
or not.
No, 4 wide and a tight end, Mike.
Did you get a hold of Gerald Smith and say, hey, here's your new playbook?
In Pickler's ear.
Pickler down the left sideline, and that one's taken away. They're just outside of field goal range, Matt, but they'll probably go for a Hail Mary.
That was like the longest 1 second in history, Mike. I thought they were going to run out of time, but that 1 second that just hung on forever, and I don't know, weird situation.
Well, 1 second to go. Pickler throwing another interception, and they're going to try a long field goal, Matt.
This is going to be interesting, Mike, depending on the wind. See what
Lizzie from 56 yards. That one's way up in the sky, and it is no good. Bouncing off the left upright, and that will be how the first half comes to a close. Was that the crossbar, Matt?
I thought it was the crossbar. It looked very straight on, and doink, it's the crossbar.
That'll bring us to halftime. Your score after 2 quarters of play: St. Louis 13, Louisiana 14. The Simulation Football League halftime report is next with Cameron Irvine and Mike St. Green. After this, you're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports.
Oh, Mike, get back here. Mike St. Green, welcome to the SFL Halftime Report. I'm Cameron Irvine. He's Mike St. Green. Late arrival, not his fault. Okay, so SFL at the half here. What an exciting game in Louisiana, 14-13. Poor Amy Shalizzi off the crossbar to end the half. That was wild. Your thoughts on the first half?
Hey, great first half from both teams here. St. Louis got off to a fast start with a Shalizzi field goal early, and also a touchdown the field cost from Christian Brown, got up to a 10-0 lead. Louisiana struggling out of the gate once again, but hey, close to the half, leading into the halftime, a long methodical drive with a touchdown pass to Twin Screw on that one, and then St. Louis trying to come back and make something happen in a big pick six from Blake Craze to put Louisiana up. St. Louis did respond with a field goal again to make it 14-13, and then you saw right there before the half the 56-yard attempt just coming up short off the crossbar.
Yeah, Matt Wilson was just talking in the half about linebackers getting interceptions. Rodney Panani getting one in the highlight, and then Craze takes it back for 6. Just an awesome play to get Louisiana the lead at the half.
Yeah, that was a big play for them. Like I said, they were struggling. They needed something to positive to happen. Really, I think that's probably the first lead of the season thus far. But Louisiana, they really needed that big play.
Well, week 3's off to the races. Week 2 was a fun one too. Crazy tips, bunch of pick sixes. We've seen one here today, but if you missed it, check out the top 10 plays of week 2. They were some good ones.
Doing the shotgun again, back to pass. Steps up in the pocket.
Wow.
And somehow gets the ball away, and it's caught. And they take their first time out. For Berlin. The JQ goes back to pass here on 1st and 10. Wow. And it's a pass, and it's a great call. Great catch there by Gabriel Manning, elevating new heights to catch that ball. So we have a second, from the 1st and 10, going across the middle, and it's gone! Touchdown, Tulsa, and guess who? It's Gabriel Manning.
That was one of the most impressive drives for rookie quarterback I've seen since I've been announcing. I mean, that was impressive. Wait, he's looking like a 7-year veteran out there, the way he's handling himself in the pocket. And
Wigmore to throw on 3rd down and 3. Wide open at the bottom of the screen and walking into the end zone. There he is again, man. Ivory Irvin making the snow angel.
Not only does he stiff arm Mike, but he makes a mean snow angel.
He does make a mean snow angel. Man, Ivory Irvin, he was 3rd in receptions.
Oh my gosh, did you see that? He ran an up and out route, completely fooled the DB on that.
He is looking to see if they can get a defensive stop here and get him back. Jalen Wells breaking a tackle and getting a huge gain, going downfield 50, 40, 30, 20, and almost to the 20 there, taking a huge gain before the end of the half. 59 seconds left in the second half, and wow, what a huge play by Jalen Wells.
Great run by Jalen Wells. As you see, his guard went ahead and pulled right there. They were able to get that opening block. He only had one man to beat. The guy couldn't wrap up, and Jalen Wells just broke downfield. Las Vegas.
Great effort there, defensively speaking, as a big pass coming through, one-handed catch, and Carolina soaring high on momentum.
Yeah, and now they're showing up a little bit with a one-handed catch. Sander Gold has had a brilliant game so far, picking up the open man right there. Another seam route and a first down for the Skyhawks. Sander Gold is 22 out of 24 passing so far.
1st and 10 at the Tulsa 26-yard line. Get back to pass, comes up, and that ball is intercepted. It's tipped and intercepted, and it's going the other way. Going to the house. It's a pick 6 for Sean Allen.
last week he had an interception, but he didn't take it to the house, so he one-upped himself this time. JQ the pocket was starting to break down a little bit, and he did a big rookie mistake by trying to throw on the run in the pocket into the middle of a highly defended field.
Back in the gun with Swearingen Ott to his left. Back to pass to the corner. It's caught! Touchdown, Charleston!
Number 80, Jay Taylor with that catch, with that touchdown, and that is going to put Taylor at 21 yards on the day. So, reach that 1,000-yard milestone on a great catch after a big hit delivered by Everett Garrison is not enough.
50-yard attempt here for Larry Barr for Arizona. Snap, spot. The kick is away, and it's good! Arizona walk off in South Carolina. It's over. The Scorpions get their first win of the season.
Confidence in the kicker is how you end it. Confidence in the kicker is how you go home.
Dynasty under center. Scanning the defense as he drops back to throw. Looks right side for Falco, and it's going to be jumped in front of by Vancouver. They intercept it. Kyler Murray with his second interception of the day, and he's down the sideline. Nobody in front of him. He's going to take this one all the way 100 yards. Huge pick six for this Vancouver Legion defense, and I think that's going to do it, Robert.
Yeah, Kyler Murray came flying out of nowhere for his second interception of the game. First touchdown. And this Vancouver defensive backfield has just been playing insane all game. Every time Atlanta thinks they have a shot, Vancouver shows up and proves them differently.
3 wide receivers. Richardson back to throw again. Fires down the field. Oh, and that's caught. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Are you not entertained? My gosh.
Ethan Carr tipped the ball. Elsie Frey turned around, and there it was. He got the ball in at one play, and he scored.
Third down, only 1 of 5 here in the game. This time it'll pass over the middle, and that one's picked up and going the other way. We might have a pick six. He's gonna go all the way to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! Iverson Gamble, back-to-back weeks with pick sixes. Touchdown, Arizona!
Sleep, Papa, sleep. Iverson, Instagram, Gamble finds the end zone. I cannot believe it. The hustle on this man to step in front of it totally abandons the coverage because he knows he's got it. And then it is a foot race to the edge and a foot race to the end zone. If it is Gamble against number 65, again, I'll take Gamble any day.
Every defender wants to be Iverson Gamble. Back-to-back picks, Mike. The record is 3 in a season. He has 2 after week 2. What a week.
Yeah, what it tells me, Cam, is that MSG, the player, is not doing enough because I'm not in the top 10 yet.
Yeah, you need to get you some. You're the last game tomorrow. You got to wait a long time, 10:20 kickoff tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be looking forward to it.
Field goal game in Houston, 6-3, Hyenas up on the Glory. But going back to the Louisiana-St. Louis game, 14-13 at the half. Revolution have the lead. St. Louis missed a 55-yard field goal if you're just joining us off the crossbar at the end of the half. So, Mike, what's the key to the second half in this game, do you think?
I think St. Louis just needs to keep doing what they're doing, but just take care of the ball a little better. Like that pick six was a big play to end that half, but just take care of the ball better. For Louisiana, they definitely have to get Reggie Street involved in this game to get some continuity going with this offense. The
good news is Christian Brown has been a second-half quarterback, and St. Louis is going to need him again in the second half. Louisiana up by 1. This has been the SFL Halftime Report. We'll send you back out to Louisiana after the break.
Louisiana, we are back to start the second half. 14-13 after the first 2 quarters of play. Louisiana, slow start, Matt, but they were able to get things going and now have the lead.
And this first drive is going to be crucial for Louisiana. It's been a little bit of a feast or famine kind of situation for them. They need to, again, like I harped earlier in the game, just play it slow. You have the lead now. You got a great back and streeter. Let's use them a little bit.
An interception on their first drive, the lost fumble on the second. They punted on their third drive, but finally getting into the end zone on drive number 4, and then a pick 6 of their own. Pickler going deep to start this one off and gets it all the way to midfield, bombing it down the middle of the field, and that one is complete. Good for a first down to Chase Earl.
Well, this time Pickler let it go, and I was holding my breath again, and this time he threw a rocket to Earl, and Earl should have hurled. I don't know if he got touched. That's when you got to get up and keep running just to be sure they didn't blow the whistle.
Chase Earl with 201 yards on the season, 645 yards in all of season 15, and he's already got 200 coming into today's game, and now after that big catch, 41 yards on tonight. That one is going to the Gladiators, picked off at the 35-yard line, overthrew his receiver a bit, Matt, and Drew really takes that one away.
Yeah, I think they're running just kind of a corner route, and he got in the way and made a great play. And that's, again, I said be safe, and well, you got a turnover. It's been that kind of game, Mike.
So far, it certainly has. So first down and 10 for the Gladiators. Christian Brown out route, and that one almost could have been picked off too, but no, it's complete. Eagle Mondavi with the catch, turning it upfield and getting in Louisiana territory after just one play.
Brown again, Mike. Dangerous throw, but just got there in time.
Christian Brown now 17 of 22, 180 yards on the day. He's got over 70% completion percentage, Matt. It's actually close to 80%. 1 touchdown, 2 picks.
That's the downside.
Under center on this one, hands it off to Cairo Martinez. Martinez pulling the defenders along with him, gains 5. He's averaging 3.2 yards per carry on the day, now with just shy of 40 yards.
Yeah, I mean, 3.2 isn't going to knock your socks off, but got to keep him honest. And like I say, if he's averaging 3.2, run him twice, and no, never mind. Out route to the top, perfect.
Brown in the gun, and it's going to go with a short pass over the middle. That one's caught, converting for yet another first down, Paul Dillevue.
Louisiana playing really soft coverage there. I mean, the top of the screen was open, the middle of the field was open. I don't know if they thought Brown was going to just bomb it deep, but definitely the wrong defense called there.
Flip back to the backfield. Martinez takes the carry, and he's going to get about 3.2 on that one, Matt. Second down and 7.
Still not bad. Like I say, 2nd and 7. Now you're squeaking into field goal range. Again, in this highly volatile game of turnovers, 3 points is still a very good thing.
Amy Shalizzi, the kicker for the Gladiators, ending the first half with a 55-yard field goal try off the crossbar. And no gain. They'll spot Martinez with a loss of 1 on the play. Struggling on the ground in 2021, Matt. Martinez on the season only averaging 2.7 yards per carry. It's worst in the league. And Reggie Streeter, 3.3 yards per carry. 5th worst in the league from last season's rushing leader. Brown, short pass over the middle, is caught, spinning his way up to the 27, but that is where the drive will stall out. 4th down and 1 now from the 27-yard line, and Shalizzi coming back out onto the field. This one a little closer, Matt, but still about a 44-yarder.
Yeah, she shouldn't have any problem. This is a much more makeable kick. Louisiana just has to be careful not to line up offsides.
This one right in the middle of the hash.
Uh-oh.
Low snap,
Oh.
and that one, they do barely get it away. The kick is up, and it is good from 43 officially. St. Louis will reclaim the lead, and Matt, even more points off turnovers.
It's got to be so terrifying when you're a kicker and that snaps, bobbled like that. You're waiting for it to be set, can throw off your rhythm, your kicking rhythm. Could get blocked, but she did a great job there to figure it out, make the kick, and St. Louis now has the lead.
Yeah, absolutely, Matt. I mean, as a kicker, a lot of it's all about timing and trust that ball will be there. The laces will be out, and they'll be able to make that kick, but had to delay a little bit. But Shalizzi, the consummate professional, gets it done, gets St. Louis the lead back. That return taken up to the 23-yard line, and Johnny Pickler coming back out onto the field, Matt, 13 of 18, 110 yards. He's got a touchdown and 3 picks. QBR under 70 at the moment. He's got to get that turned around. Reggie Streeter only with 10 carries on the day and only for 38 yards, so right about his season average, currently sitting at 3.8. He's added 11 more yards through the air. He's going to take it on first down, and he's getting more than 3 on that one, Matt. Fighting for the first down, coming up just shy. They'll say 2nd down and 1.
I think that was about an F3 on the Twister scale right there.
I think so.
Not quite a full F5. He didn't go all the way, but look at the spin. 1, 2, 3. Luckily, there were a trio of gladiators to stop him. Otherwise, he would have been gone. That would have been a full F5.
2nd down and 1 for the Revolution. 4 wide receivers on the field for Louisiana, and Streeter's going to take the handoff, get hit in the backfield. I think he actually tripped over the fullback, Matt. 3rd down and 3, loss of 2 on the play. Tackled in the backfield for a loss by Mark Gronek.
Heck of a play by him. He blew up the fullback. It looked like a good first down run for Streeter, but denied.
3rd and 3. They have 3 wide on the field, and they're going to go back down to Streeter. Streeter hit behind the line, and he can't break away. Tackled by Nicholas Warner, coming up to help in run support. And that'll bring this drive to an end, 4th down and 3.
Well, the good news is they didn't turn the ball over. The bad news is they're still behind. So defense is going to have to step up and get Brown, some pressure on Brown, and don't let Martinez get going if Louisiana wants to stay in this game.
Punt is away, and fair catch called for. Back at the 35-yard line. Keep up with the Simulation Football League and its teams on social media at Simulationfl. You can follow and subscribe to all the channels: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. From teams to podcasters, final scores to major highlights, the SFL Social has you covered. And right now there's a very controversial poll on Twitter on the Simulation Football League's page about which chicken wings are better, Matt. Traditional with the bone or boneless? And I still maintain there's no such thing as a boneless chicken wing, only a chicken nugget covered in wing sauce. 2nd down and 10 after no gain on the play. So if you also like traditional chicken wings, please go to the Simulation Football League Twitter page and vote for the only wing that matters. Christian Brown, that one is complete on a deep out route past midfield into Louisiana territory. That one was hauled in by Guy Clausen, Matt, for a 1st down, getting the tight end involved again.
Brown, I'm still getting used to his release. It looks like there's like nothing on it, but yet, I mean, you can't throw it any better than that.
And you can't argue with results. He's completing the passes. Now his 20th completion on the game. 80% of his passes have been completed, Matt. If not for the 2 picks, it'd be even higher than that.
Yeah, you gotta just throw it to the right players.
Brown, wide open target at the top. That's Phil Koss getting inside the 30. He'll be tackled at the 26. And Matt, looking at the quarterback comparison again, Christian Brown is clearly the leader in this one.
Pickler's made too many mistakes, and Brown's making him pay.
I would say.
Yeah, and Brown's making him pay for it. You know, They're looking to extend their lead here with either a field goal or a touchdown.
Martinez wrapped up in the backfield and brought down on the play for a loss. Ross Napoli with the TFL.
That was a good try, Mike. You know, you got to try to run on first down, get some yards, get in the field goal range. Now I think they're going to see if Brown can fit another one in here for perhaps a first down.
Trips at the bottom. Brown stepping
Whoa.
up, throws on the run, and that one is incomplete.
Good pressure. Forced Brown out of the pocket, and then that could have been disastrous.
3rd and 10 now from the 26-yard line, and I know they'd hate to settle for a field goal again, but points is points.
Look at Louisiana. Look at the corners. They're backing off so much, daring them to hold that first down.
Brown throwing, tipped and incomplete. Bouncing, but basically bouncing right off the head of Chuck Diesel.
Luckily, there were no other revolution around, because that would have been picked. Let's see, doink, and then good job by Diesel to break that up though, and now they're gonna have to settle. Gladiators are for a field goal.
Amy Shalizzi on for the field goal try. This one from 43 yards from the right hash. Same distance as her last field goal, Matt. Kick is on its way. It's up. It's good. And St. Louis will extend their lead by 3 more points, 19-14 over the Revolution here in Louisiana. We're going to take a short break and then continue on here in this 3rd quarter. Just under 4 minutes to go. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports. For the fans, stay with us. And welcome back to Stack Up Stadium here in Houma, Louisiana. St. Louis adding some points on the board. 19-14 over the Revolution. Johnny Pickler coming back out onto the field on offense. Maddie's got to try to turn things around here.
It's still a one-possession game, so Louisiana can run more conservative offense, which I think they should. Again, Streeter.
Streeter
Yep.
takes that one up the middle. Nice gain on that play. Good gain of 6. Beating his average. And, Matt, if he can keep up runs like that one, it'll certainly help the team out.
Well, they threw to him early in the game. We haven't seen it since. Those 5 down check downs are still good. 5 times 2 is 10 equals first down.
Second down and 4 for Louisiana. Short drop for Pickler, and he's got his target wide open over the middle. A nice jumping catch hauled in by Garrison Blue, his first catch of the game.
Yeah, that's the first time we've heard Blue's name. But, can't keep a good tight end down for long. Run a post and going up and absorbing the hit like a good tight end should and holding on to the ball. So, Louisiana's back in business again. A field goal isn't bad for them here either. It's not they're not, late in the fourth where they have to go for the touchdown, just get points.
Streeter breaking through the tackle, getting another gain of 6. Let's check in with Cameron Irvine back in SFL Studios. What's going on around the league?
Thanks, Mike. Mr. St. Green, Houston can't get touchdowns, but they can get blocked punts.
Yeah, Cam, both offenses are struggling mightily in this game, but the special teams are coming through. We see the big block right here by Houston that led to the third field goal by Espresso. Houston's up at the half, 9-3.
Espresso. You mean Nico Cappuccino? Back to Louisiana.
Thank you, Cam. Short run by Streeter on that one. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 2. And Matt, Louisiana at risk of having another 3 and out. They've got to try to move past 2 more yards here on this one. Keep this drive alive. It's not a 3 and out, but they got to get that first.
Yeah, I got to go to Streeter. Never mind.
Now they do go to Streeter, and he turns upfield and gets the first down. Matt wrote it off too soon. He can be used in the passing game, Matt.
Well, I was calling for it, Mike. They ran that play earlier in the game, like their first drive. Picked up 5. Hadn't seen it since. Good time to break it out. Keep it simple. Just give it to Streeter again. They're showing you a 3-man front. A little trap action here. Get your 3 or 4 yards and keep going.
Still a 1-score ball game in this one. Streeter taking the handoff for a gain of 2. Currently averaging 3.6 yards per carry. Matt, his all-time average, his all-time career, stats. He's played 5 seasons. He's rushed for almost 8,000 yards, and he's averaging almost 6 yards per carry on his career. So uncharacteristic of what we usually see from him, but he's starting to get things going in this one here in the second half. B. Robo with a nice catch and moves the chains. First down and 10 from the St. Louis 27-yard line.
Again, zone, right over the middle of the zone. Good throw by Pickler. Again, nice and safe. And this has been a long drive, Mike, and it will continue.
Reggie Streeter did hit 101 yards last week, Matt, in their loss against Fort Worth here in Louisiana. But averaged 3.7 yards per carry in that game as well. And couldn't get involved in the pass. Tackled for a loss that time. Absolutely punished in the backfield. 2nd and 11.
Anyone want to help Streeter's just laying there flat on his back? Check on him? No? Okay.
Check on your teammate.
Luckily, they only marked that as a loss of 2. It looked like a loss of 3 or 4, but I think we're going to see a switch to the passing game here.
Out route to the top. That one is caught. Turning upfield. Chase Earl gets 6 on that one. It'll be a 3rd down and 6 when we come back from the break. 3 quarters in the books. 1 remain. Gladiators out in front. 19-14 over the Revolution. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Stack Up Stadium here in Houma, Louisiana. I am Mike Daggs, along in the booth with Matt Wilson, the Hall of Fame quarterback of the Mexico City Aztecs. Gerald Smith with us on stats. Cameron Irvine producing from the truck. 3rd down and 6 is converted. The pass over the middle to B. Robo. 22 yards in last week's game, Matt, and Robo adding on more there now with over 50.
Yeah, and Louisiana's going to be real disappointed if they don't come up with a touchdown on this drive. I mean, they started, at the 14? Now they're at the 13.
It's been a long drive. Pickler,
be careful.
Standing at the 20. Throwing over the... No! That one's taken away right when Matt says, careful. Louisiana says, let me throw it to the linebacker, Mark Gronick, with the interception.
Pickler, it's hashtag throw it to the tight end, not throw it to the linebacker. And Mike, that's another linebacker pick.
Yeah, it is, Matt. And, at a very untimely time for the Revolution, after a lengthy drive trying to get down into the end zone, 11 plays, 66 yards, and then it ends in a linebacker INT. Christian Brown coming back out onto the field with his offense, trying to extend their lead. Throws it to Martinez behind the line, and he is leveled. Brought down for a loss by Blake Craze.
Well, one thing you got to say is Louisiana's defense has played much better than they did 2 weeks ago. And last week, they're holding St. Louis. It's just, again, the offense isn't helping them out as much as they probably would hope.
Brown back to pass, out route to the top, and it's fumbled, scooped, and into the end zone. Blake Craze getting another touchdown for the defense.
Yeah, don't get too excited yet, Mike. I don't think he had possession.
I don't know, Matt. He caught it, got both feet down, looked to the left, and then got hit. I'm going to say that one's a fumble, but we'll see if this one gets challenged. As the field goal unit's on, and there is the challenge flag coming out from Coach Andrew O'Reilly. We'll get another look at this one.
Let's see. Did he have possession? 1, 2.
I don't know if he made close.
I don't know if he had made a football move.
The scoop and score by Blake Craze. We'll see what the ref has to say. And the call on the field is indeed overturned. And St. Louis dodging a bullet on that one. The points will come back off the board.
Still was an incomplete pass, though. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I think they'll take an incomplete pass 10 times over before they'd rather have that happen to them.
But Louisiana's defense can make a big stop here, and they get the ball right back.
Big stop or a big play. This is one of the best scoring defenses all time, and that one's going to be converted for a 1st down. He gets that catch up to the 26-yard line. It'll move the chains. Paul Dillevue with the catch.
Well, wow. Nice out and up move, and just totally roasted Louisiana's coverage there, did Dillevue.
Matt, this Louisiana defense, all-time 16 defensive touchdowns combined. Rolleman Hood and even Arthur, number 1 and number 2 in the league. They're forcing those turnovers. They were number 1 in turnover differential last season with a plus 18. And like I just said, the defenders combined for 16 career touchdowns, minus 3 turnover differential so far in season 16. And that has only gotten worse as this game has been played. So a little bit of flipping the script, so to speak, for the defense in that turnover differential. Martinez takes a handoff on 2nd down and 6. He'll gain 3. Gets up to the 32-yard line, and a 3rd down and manageable 3 coming up as St. Louis is now probably in a little bit of clock burning mode, Matt. They want to maintain possession, have a nice long drive, and keep that clock rolling.
Yeah, get the 3 first, and then worry about it from there. Way off again. Louisiana's playing, so.
Oh, man, Martinez gets absolutely blasted after only gaining a yard. He brought down on the play. That'll bring the drive to an end. The defense does its job. Chuck Diesel with the punishing hit.
Well, the defense didn't get him on the first series, but of first downs, but they got him this time. So St. Louis should get the ball, or Louisiana should get the ball in excellent field position.
Robo back to receive at the 33-yard line, running to the side and gains only 2. Louisiana will take possession of the football at the 35-yard line, and Johnny Pickler coming back out onto the field. He's had a tough one in this game, Matt. 18-24, 1 touchdown, but he's got 4 interceptions. He's got to play clean on this drive. Get Streeter more involved. He's only touched the ball 18 times, and for Streeter, that's actually still keeping him kind of fresh. There's carry number 19, but he is hit right in the backfield. Zach Haldorf with the tackle for a loss.
Yeah, that's not. I think you gotta, again, hit him up the middle. They have not had any success really on those outside runs. St. Louis has been all over it. Now I think they're in a position where they're going to have to throw.
2 backs in the backfield. Pickler will throw. Fires over the middle, and that one is complete. Chase Earl with the catch. 3rd down and 1 from their own 44.
There were some Gladiator defenders jumping in front of that ball, but they didn't get a hand on it. And now 3rd and 1, the eternal decision, Mike. What do you do on 3rd and 1?
I would hand this off to Streeter. I mean, he did get stopped a couple times on 3rd and short, but they do it again, and he doesn't get stopped that time. He gets the first down, +1. Inside 7 minutes to go in the ball game, trailing by 5. And Matt, they've been down in the red zone a couple of times and come away without points. Can't let that happen again.
Yeah, Louisiana score can't stay 14 just like Pickler's jersey. Needs to upgrade.
It's time to increase that.
Go to at least 19. Be tied.
Pickler safely checks this one down to Reggie Streeter, who's able to turn it into a gain of 5. It'll be a 2nd down and 5 for the Revolution.
It's the long handoff, Mike.
Yeah, it is. A very long handoff to the right.
This clock could play an interesting, situation here if they don't. Do you kick the field goal or don't you? I think if.
First things first, let's see if they can even get into field goal range, and that'll certainly help there with a 1st down reception by Mike Twinscrew. But to your question, Matt, obviously I'm no head coach and definitely never should be, but. For me, down by 5, less than 5 minutes to go, my offense has been struggling. I'm going to consider this 4-down territory. I'm going for 6. I want the lead. Reggie Streeter taking the handoff up the middle. A nice run for him as he gains 5 on the play. Another 2nd down and 5 coming up. And yes, the clock does keep on rolling.
See, there's a 3-man front, man. But they're an offset. I would not go off tack.
Well, they do go off tackle, and that's why Matt didn't want that to happen, as that's a 1-yard loss on the play. Well defended by the Gladiators.
Yeah, there were a ton of Gladiators on that side. It just didn't look like a good situation for Streeter. So 3rd and 6 on the 34. Can't take a sack. Puts you out of field goal range completely. And you really want the 1st down up here, Louisiana.
Pickler under center. He will throw. Going for the 1st down and more, but he can't get it. It's taken away yet again. Interception number 5 on the day for Johnny Pickler. Drew really takes this one away.
Just a great play. Look at that. Going up, playing receiver, grabbing that ball, and really just played it great. But man, when you throw that many picks, it's hard to win games. There's another 3 points off the board, at least.
Drew really came into the game, Matt, with 1 interception on the season. Added 3 more on in this game alone. Cairo Martinez runs that one up the middle, as now St. Louis is definitely going to try to tick some time off of this clock as we approach the 4-minute mark.
But, I mean, Louisiana, if they get the ball back, I mean, your confidence has to be a little bit shaken in your passing game, but that's what you have to do to win the game. So it's going to be interesting if Pickler can shake off that many picks.
Brown letting the clock tick down as low as possible and hands it off to Bill Cherry. Bill Cherry is going to go for no gain on the play. Matt, coming up tomorrow on For the Fans Network, we will get you ready for the big game from Tampa with SFL Championship Experience. 4-time champ Queen City hosts the Season 14 champion Atlanta Swarm, and then a rematch of the Season 5 Championship Classic between DC and Mexico City. Coverage starts at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. The SFL on For the Fans. Football season is only just beginning, Matt. Brown hands it off to Martinez. Flag on the play. That one will go for no gain. I'm going to guess this is a hold. But we will see. Maybe he was brought down by the face mask. It looked somewhat awkward. And instead, it's a clipping call by number 88. That's Eagleman Davi. And they do decline the penalty, as that'll bring up a 4th down.
Oh, well, Louisiana defense does their job, Mike. It's back to the offense. They gotta put together a solid touchdown drive right here. They got enough 324, plenty of time, all the timeouts. They're gonna get the ball probably about the 35-yard line, 40-yard line, and it all comes down to this pretty much.
Absolutely. As they're heading up for the block, we saw a block in the highlight from the other game, and not able to get that one there. But yeah, man, absolutely good starting field position from their own 46-yard line. Just 54 yards to go to pay dirt. But Johnny Pickler has to take care of this football. Be careful with it. Give it to Reggie Streeter. Take some short, easy passes over the middle. Those high completion out routes. And, you know, Matt, you saw Streeter's stats there. 22 carries, 63 yards. He's only averaging 2.9 per carry. Getting the fullback involved in the passing game, and that one's good for a gain of nothing.
The old Truckee stack doesn't quite work so well. Not all the time.
Pickler getting out to Streeter instead. Streeter turning on the gas after a little spin move.
I don't know if I love this formation, Mike.
They're
they've
down
been
in
running
4.
out of it.
3 receivers, split backs, get it to Streeter again. Streeter will spin for the first down. Barely getting past the line to gain. 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the ball game from the St. Louis 43-yard line. So now, Matt, I think your question of would you go for the field goal, that question might be canceled. Yeah, it's gone. 4-down territory from here on out. Both teams with all 3 timeouts. 2:25 on the clock. Pickler hands the ball off to Streeter. Streeter's going to fall forward for a gain of 1.
I don't love this either.
Only 2 wideouts on the field. Pickler, deep drop. Pump fakes, goes deep down the left sideline. Tipped and incomplete. Underthrew his intended target. And, Matt, we've seen several of those deep passes taken away.
Let's brought out the brown paper bag for that one. I saw Pickler wind up, and I go, well, this is going to be boom or bust. And, well, it wasn't quite a bust, but definitely wasn't a boom either. He had a guy, but what an athletic play.
Yeah, Geralt Winkler jumping up with one-handed swat. Whew. So 3rd down and 9, 2:06 to go. 4-down territory. They at least need to try to get half on this one. They don't have to go for the full 9 right now.
Just give it to Streeter on a pass.
Nope. Streeter stays in to help block, and that pays off as they throw it downfield, and that one is incomplete. Trying to hit Robo, and Pickler almost got sacked, Matt. Streeter picked up the pass rush, but that'll bring up a 4th down and 9, and They do have all 3 timeouts if they don't convert this, but then it would come down to having to get that stop on a 3 and out.
Oh, they're gonna punt him.
They're gonna I guess play it safe and try to pin them deep and rely on their defense to get one more stop. As this punt is going to drop down at the 4 and roll into the end zone for a touchback. That'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. We'll be back after a short break for the exciting conclusion of this ball game. 19-14, St. Louis will take over possession after this. Stay with us. And welcome back. 1:53 to go in the ball game. St. Louis taking over possession. Louisiana defense on the field. They've got to get a stop. Martinez carries the ball for only a gain of 1, and Louisiana will burn their first time out. We've got an update from the studios. What do you have for us, Cam?
Thanks, Mike St. Green. We have a touchdown.
Yeah, Lone Star trying to fight their way back into this ball game. Ace Finnick looking deep right side, finds his brother Deuce Finnick. Lone Star back in this game. Houston up 12-10 early in the fourth.
We'll send you there after the Louisiana-St. Louis game is over. Looks like it's going to be 3rd down coming up.
Thank you, Cam. 3rd down indeed. Louisiana burns their second time out. 3rd down and 8. Back-to-back handoffs to Cairo Martinez, each one only going for a gain of 1. So, Matt, it comes down to this play. If Louisiana can prevent the first down, they'll get the ball back with time to spare.
How aggressive will St. Louis be?
Yeah, exactly. If the Gladiators convert, it's all over in this one with their rookie quarterback, Christian Brown, under center. Brown hands it off to Martinez. Martinez will go nowhere. Tackled right at the line, and Louisiana burns their final timeout. So as good of a situation as they can hope for, Matt. They have possession of the football after this punt with at least a minute and a half still on the clock.
I mean, yeah, Louisiana's defense stepped up. It's just the turnovers again. They're killing them all season. They're killing them right now. But Pickler has one last chance to win this game for his team. Whoa.
Attempting to get the block again. Can't quite get it there. Ball is brought up to the 44-yard line. That's where they will start from. Coming up on the SFL post-game show, we will send you to bonus coverage of Lone Star Houston. And Cameron Irvine and Mike St. Green analyze today's earlier evening games, plus what's coming up tonight across the SFL family of networks. It's all coming up after this on the SFL post-game show.
All right, look at how much cushion they're giving these receivers. You can take these short outs still. You're almost at midfield. Just take it slow.
Getting the fullback involved once again. Gain of 3. They'll hurry back to the line. And, Matt, the 3-4 yard plays are fine for right now, at least to safely get them downfield and maybe take some shots at the end zone. But time is not on their side. Pickler getting it out to Streeter. Streeter trying to get out of bounds and does. 3rd down and 2, stopping the clock with 1:16 to go in this one. Big 3rd down coming up next.
Streeter's got to be careful. When you spin, you're in danger. Get the ball punched out. And he just got what he could, got out of bounds, knows his team has 2 downs left to get this 1st down, and gets a new package in, and Streeter's out, so I'm assuming shotgun.
Streeter in the gun. 4 wide receivers on the field and a tight end. Pickler, short pass over the middle. Caught. 1st down. Moves the chains at the 41-yard line. They'll hurry back to the line. Short drop again for Pickler, going deep down the left sideline. Tipped and incomplete.
Oh, I thought that was picked for a second.
Trying to hit Chase Earl. Yeah, looked like he might have grabbed it right off of the turf. Now, that definitely bounced off the field. But 2nd down and 10. 1 minute on the nose.
Johnny P's trying to go to Vegas with all these 50-50 shots and turn up zeros right now.
3 wide, split out to the right, 1 to the left. Pickler in the gun. Pickler intercepted off the deflection, and that will do it. Matt, the St. Louis Gladiators are going to advance on to 3-0.
That Nicholas Warner there gets in the way. And I was just checking, not a linebacker.
No,
but
not a linebacker this time, Matt. The good old classic defensive back with the interception. And a very shocking turn of events from prior seasons, Matt. The St. Louis Gladiators off to their best start in franchise history. Their 100th franchise game is going to result in a win, a road win at that. And that's going to be the 2nd time in franchise history that they have back-to-back road games that both ended in a W. Playing at home last week, but week 1 they were on the road and won. And now they're going to win in this one. Louisiana Revolution will drop to 0-3 on the season after only losing 3 games in all of season 15. Christian Brown, the rookie quarterback, did a good job in this one of taking care of the ball for the most part. He did throw 2 interceptions, Matt, that kept Louisiana in it. But it wasn't to be, as Johnny Pickler, 6 interceptions. You've had games like that, Matt. It's tough to come away from a game like that with the victory. The clock has hit 0 in this one. St. Louis Gladiators 19, Louisiana Revolution 14. We'll take a peek now at the post-game stats and highlights.
Don't look at the turnovers. Divert your eyes.
Divert your eyes. 7 total turnovers for Louisiana, Matt. 6 picks and a fumble. Your final thoughts in this game?
I mean, Louisiana had multiple chances to win this game, but Pickler, unfortunately, kept throwing pick after pick after pick after pick. And it was just killing the drives. There's that field goal almost blocked. But, I mean, I don't know what to say. I don't know if you're going to talk to Pickler, get in between his ears, get some new plays. Because he was taking a lot of deep shots, and they just weren't paying off.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Louisiana's got to clean up the turnovers. Bottom line, if they can do that, they can win games. Their defense looked a lot better, but their offense just was not helping their defense out whatsoever.
Agreed. St. Louis will improve to 3-0 for the first time ever. Louisiana will fall to 0-3. Next up for the Louisiana Revolution next week, they will kick things off for us in week 4, heading to Atlanta to take on the Swarm. Next up for St. Louis, they'll play next Sunday night They will be hosting the Vancouver Legion, and Matt will be heading over to St. Louis to follow the Gladiators home and all that.
That'll
game
be a
should
challenge.
Could be an exciting one. Player of the game in this one is indeed Colin Douglas with his interception and his fumble recovery. Matt, an impressive game for the wily old veteran Colin Douglas, getting things done in that one. This has been a presentation of the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports. For Matt Wilson, Gerald Smith, our commissioner, and producer Cameron Irvine, and everyone here at the Simulation Football League, I am Mike Dagg saying thank you for joining us, everybody, and have a good night. We'll now send it over to Houston for the conclusion of that game.
Okay. 2 wide receivers to the bottom of your screen. 1 to the top for King. He'll swing it out to Murray. Did his best to avoid the pressure. It's a 3-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. And we'd like to welcome everyone who just saw St. Louis go to 3-0, winning 19-14 at Louisiana. You're watching a very exciting game here. Defensive struggle, dominated by field goals mostly. Houston's up 12-10 over Lone Star. The lone touchdown of the day belongs to Lone Star's Deuce Finnick. That just happened earlier in the 4th quarter, but Houston's trying to score a touchdown here. Quick pass, it's caught for a touchdown by Kyle Fenimore. And Houston will extend their lead.
Kyle Fenimore extending the lead and extending his body to catch a ball that probably should have gone out of the back of the end zone. Manages to find a seam in the coverage. E.T. King has all the time in the world to throw this ball, puts it right on the money. Fenimore does a toe tap, touchdown, Houston Hyenas.
Due to that punt from earlier, that was just a 5-play, 35-yard drive for the Hyenas, resulting in a 10-yard reception by Fenimore. And Houston is about to go up by 9, pending this extra point. With 6:33 left, and the extra point is good.
2-score game.
And everyone, next Saturday, week 4 begins on 11 Sports Network and For the Fans Twitch channel with 2 divisional showdowns. First, in the East, Dynasty meets Pickler in a QB clash where Atlanta faces Louisiana, followed by a Western tilt between Denver and Arizona. Bonus coverage includes Charleston visiting D.C. and Los Angeles traveling cross country to face Florida. Coverage starts at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. The SFL 11 Sports football season is only just beginning, and Lone Star will begin this possession at their own 28-yard line, trailing by 9.
And this is probably the first drive where Lone Star is going to have to get out of their game plan. You're down 2 scores. The clock is a factor here with less than 6.5 minutes to play. You've got to throw the ball. Greg Soto, Dave Axis, those out routes that they were able to hit last week and earlier in this game, they've got to do a lot more of those. Preserve the clock. Time is not your friend at this point.
And Fink will pass over the middle. Bad pass, and it's picked off. Momentum's clearing now on Houston's side. What a play, and Marco Swift with 3 pass deflections now got an interception.
Marco Swift atoning for the touchdown he allowed earlier in the game. And I don't know what's going on. This is just a bad ball by Finnick, and Swift is right there. Doesn't do anything special to catch it. Turns upfield, and Houston, 1 drive away from potentially putting a dagger in this game.
In the 13th pick overall from Albuquerque, Marco Swift just got his first interception of his SFL career. He made a huge impact on that play because that's going to allow Houston to try to burn some clock. It's 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line with 6:22 left. They're going to pass it. It is caught for DRCM.
Oh.
And he got to the 2-yard line, 2 yards away from reaching 100 career touchdowns. He just fell short.
T-Roy were that close to witnessing history. An amazing double move there and faked out everybody. And it was Brian Craven hustling behind the play who finally managed to get DR Sim down at the 2, and it's 1st and goal Houston.
Well, DR Sim's at the bottom of your screen. We got I formation. It's going to be a carry for Warren Murray. Bounces outside and loses 2 yards. I wonder if Murray wants to give King more room to throw the ball. It'll be 2nd and goal at the 4.
That would be a fair explanation for that move. I would like to see Murray going north and south a little bit more. You don't need to bounce it out. You have the lead. This is not a situation where you have to put the ball in the end zone. You want to kill time at this point, but ultimately hang on to the ball. Don't take contact. You don't have to.
2 wide receivers to the top of the screen. Murray's alone set back. He gets the carry. Tries to sidestep and gets stopped for no gain. 3rd and goal.
Big 3rd down here. It would be a very bad decision for Houston to throw it at this point, and yet that is exactly what I want to see. I want to see DR Sim get to 100 in this game, T-Roy.
Yeah, that pass that Sim caught was for 34 yards. If he gets 4 more yards on this possession right here, he'll get 100. Instead, they're going to swing it out to Murray. He has a chance to get in the end zone. Great open field tackle by Craven. He stops 2 touchdowns attempts by Houston on 1 drive. It'll be 4th and goal at the 1.
And now Houston's going to kick it here, and they will take a 12-point lead. You don't want to say insurmountable at this point because Lone Star certainly could put a couple drives together. But as far as this game has gone, T-Roy, this is a tremendous lead for Houston.
This will be an 18-yard field goal attempt by Max Espresso, non-contract kicker. Houston's doing a great job making sure that they melt enough clock before they snap it. The kick is good. And Houston's now up 22-10 with 4:14 left in this game.
And now if you're Lone Star, basically Ike McBride and even Cameron Collier are out of your game plan. You're throwing the ball at this point from here on out.
Espresso back to kick it. And the kick is underway. Fielded inside the 20 is Ace Finnick. And stop at the 31-yard line. Now, before we continue, there was a milestone that was reached. With over 280 yards passing, E.T. King is now over 30,000 yards passing for his career. He only needed 214. He's at 280. He's over 280. Congrats to E.T. King on that accomplishment.
Outstanding milestone. I'm sure DR Sim had a bit to play in that as well, T-Roy.
And right now, Finnick gets the pass, throws the pass to McBride for a 5-yard gain, and now they're going to go hurry up. And we got a quick pass, and it's caught by Soto. It'll be 3rd and inches.
Good job by Soto to get out of bounds. Stopping the clock is more important than getting the 1st down at this point. You're going forward on 4th down anyway. The 3rd and inches is not a significant factor here. Houston's got to step up and get a sack here.
A huge 3rd down for the Lone Star Glory. 3rd inches. Can they get inches? Or are they going to try to pass the ball here? 1 back in the backfield. 2 wide receivers set. They are going to pass it. Quick pass. It's caught. Almost picked off. Great catch by Soto. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 44. Swing pass to McBride. Stop at the line of scrimmage for no gain. 2nd and 10.
Nickel and dime's not getting it done. You got to throw it down the field.
Brody Goach with the tackle. Finnick, plenty of time. Pass over the middle. Got the 1st down and more. That was Dave Axis with the reception. They now at Houston's 40-yard line.
Great catch in traffic by Dave Axis.
Finnick hurries to the line. Now he's making adjustments at the line. Swing past McBride. She makes the catch. Go out of bounds, McBride. She does. Now stops the clock at 3:04 left after a 4-yard reception.
Heads up play. You need a touchdown, and you actually need another touchdown. You're down by 12. The 2-point conversion does not help you here. You're going to need 2 touchdowns. Got to take a shot at the end zone here at some point.
And let's congrats Ace Finnick, who's now over 4,000 career passing yards. Congrats to him. This will be a pass that goes out of bounds. Collier forgot where he was on the field. It'll be 3rd and 6.
And that was Collier's first target of the game. He's probably kicking himself, thinking he finally could have got himself a catch, and instead got out of bounds. Was thinking about getting out of bounds, but you catch the ball first, and then you go out of bounds, but not the opposite of that.
And now it's a 3rd and 6 for the Glory. Can they extend this drive? No backs in the backfield. Trips to the left of your screen. One wide receiver to the top. That is Axis. Bennett gets the shotgun snap. Passes to Axis. And he couldn't come down with the catch. Great job by Marco Swift.
And
with
there was
the pass
Marco Swift.
disruption.
And there was Swift again making another outstanding play. The rookie coming up big, definitely making an impact in this game, especially here in the second half. Look at him get a hand there from almost behind the player. Tremendous, tremendous defense by the rookie.
4th and 6 at the 36-yard line. Lone Star, of course, is going to go for it. 2:57 left. 3 wide receivers to the top of your screen. Soto's at the bottom. Bennett gets the shotgun snap, throws over the Mills, caught for a first down. Pass is caught by Williams. 1st and 10 at the 23.
Great catch, got to hurry up.
Bennett got the high snap, got some receiver, that's Axis. He makes the catch and scores a touchdown. That's the big play they need there back in this game.
And you see Marco Swift over there in the corner kicking himself. That was his man. And Ace Fennick puts this ball right on the money. You see the blocking there. A little bit too much of a cushion. Swift tries to play the ball and it gets burned. Dave Axis takes it into the end zone.
Now with 2:39 left, this game is not over. A very exciting battle of the Lone Star State from start to end. That was a 10-play, 69-yard drive, resulting in a 24-yard touchdown pass from Ace Fennick to Dave Axis.
It's exactly what they needed when they needed it. Now they just have to do it again.
And that extra point attempt was almost blocked, but it's good. Trailing by 5. It's 22-17 with 2:39 left in this game. Would you go for an onside kick right now?
2:39. Lone Star has all of their timeouts. And I would think about kicking it deep here, but it looks like I'm in the minority, and I'm not the one to make a decision, obviously.
And they will go for the onside kick attempt. And it's recovered by number 23, Terry Nellums, the backup free safety in Houston. Has a decision to make. Will they try to run out the clock, or will they try to get their Hall of Fame wide receiver an opportunity to get his 100th touchdown of his career?
Well, when you're a 12-year veteran, you understand that winning the game is the most important thing. I know DR Sim is getting antsy sitting on 99 touchdown receptions, but I know he wants to get this game put away. I think that's what they'll do here.
As they try to get their first win of the season. This carry by Warren Murray. Couldn't shake the defender. Gets 4 yards. Tackle made by number 47, Leakin Keensey.
And the clock continues to run. They're going to take this down to the 2-minute warning, and Lone Star is going to use those timeouts after the 2-minute.
Now, the question is, will they decide to snap the ball before the 2-minute warning, potentially burning some more clock?
Well, the one thing you could do here, you could pass here and not worry about getting out of bounds.
And DR Sim is one of the receivers. They actually melt the clock to the 2-minute warning. Houston's up by 5. It's 22-17. This battle for the Lone Star State. You're watching the Simulation Football League on SFL Twitch and ESN. With Mark Lopez and Tyler Falk on staff, this is T-Word Games with Josh Zirkle. And we got an exciting one here.
Hey, we're clear for 4
Houston,
minutes.
Texas. Murray So the last time he punted the
Okay,
ball,
copy.
he's able to get it down at the 1 yard line. We'll see what he does on this one. He's trying to do another coffin corner kick. Bennett's going to let this ball bounce. Last time
Good
this
bounce.
happened, it was down.
Good bounce.
At the 4-yard line, the ref was very generous. Great job by the special teams of Houston. Curtis White downs the ball at the 4.
Second time Brian Adams has gotten him pinned inside the 5 tonight. Outstanding punt. Outstanding job by the special teams to run that ball down before it gets into the end zone.
Who says non-contract punters don't matter? Brian Adams with a clutch punt again. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 4 for Lone Star. Pass is over the middle, though, and it's almost caught. Greg Soto was the intended receiver. It'll be 2nd down.
And I think Soto was there. He had a window, and Phoenix saw him. Ball was just a little too high for Soto to get his gigantic frame on. Missed opportunity there for Lone Star.
2nd and 10 at the 4. 1 minute and 41 seconds left in this game. Split backs the backfield, 2 wide receivers to the left of Finnick. He's going to throw it to Collier. Makes the catch. He has to get out of bounds. And thanks to the defenders of the Hyenas, he does after a 5-yard gain.
There is the first catch for Cam Collier. Nice to see him finally get on the stat sheet. And as you mentioned, got out of bounds. Good heads-up play.
3rd and 5 at the 9. Can Houston stop him here and ice the game, or will Lone Star extend this drive? Quick pass is caught by McBride. What a catch. She does not go out of bounds, however. They have to hurry up with 1:25 left.
80 yards to go in 80 seconds.
Split backs the backfield, 2 wide receivers to the left of your screen, 1 to the top. Wasting time now. Finnick drops back. Quick pass. Caught by Collier. He does not go out of bounds. No gain on that play. Almost a minute left in this game. 2nd and 10.
Kind of surprised to see Collier in this game. You need to get as many wide receivers out there as you can, T-Roy.
They're going to throw it to Access. He doesn't make the catch. That'll actually help him out. That's a free timeout. 3rd and 10.
And Access, as you said, probably made a heads-up play here by not holding on to this ball. Give him a chance to maybe get some substitutions. They did use Collier in the 2-minute drill last week, and maybe they will leave him out here. But if they're going to do that, they've got to be able to integrate him into the passing game, and these 5-yard outs is not going to cut it today.
3rd and 10. Ball at their own 20. 56 seconds left. Lone Stars trailing by 5. Both teams have 1 timeout left. Trips to the right for Finnick. Throws it over to the middle. Diving catch is not successful by Soto. Important 4th down coming up.
Yeah, this is do or die here for Lone Star. You got to get it done at this point or the game's over.
Will Lone Star extend this drive? Or will Houston get their first win of season 16? Trips to the left of the screen. Passes fire. It's caught by Greg Soto this time. That's their last timeout for Lone Star, but the drive stays alive at the 45. A 25-yard reception. First and 10. Trips to the left of the screen. As Finnick gets the snap. This pass over the middle is incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. Pass was intended to Ross McGinnis.
Manage to keep the drive alive.
Here we go. 2nd and 10. 2 wide receivers to the left of the screen. To the bottom of the screen, excuse me. 1 to the right. of Finnick. He's going to pass over the middle. It's caught for another first down. They're going to go for hurry up. They got to either spike the ball or snap it. 35 seconds left. They're going to spike the ball, but they wasted a lot of time.
That was a very, very studious setup for that spike. Would have preferred to see him run a play in that situation.
I agree. But they got Houston's 43. They're inching closer and closer.
And this is exactly where you want to be. You're one big throw away from winning this game. Ace Fennick, you've got your stars. All you got to do is execute at this point.
3 wide receiver sets. Dave Axe is at the top of your screen. As Finnick drops back, his pass over the middle. It's caught. Now they got to hurry up and spike the ball again. 23 seconds left. It's first and 10 at the 33.
Deuce Fennick again.
And it'll be first and 10 at the second and 10 at the 33 with 19 seconds left. Great catch by Deuce Finnick.
The downs almost don't matter at this point in the sense that you're just trying to get to the end zone and you have less than a third of a minute to get it done. Just got to throw to the end zone or at least toward the end zone on every play from here on out.
Well, we got trips to the left. One wide receiver to the right of Finnick. That is Dave Axis, who caught the last touchdown. This is a pass to the left. It's caught by Greg Snow. He has to hurry up and spike the ball with 10 seconds left. Will they do it? First and go at the 1, 6, 5. They got to hurry up.
Get up there.
They spike it.
Oh, my goodness.
2 seconds left.
I walk out the driveway to get my paper faster than Ace Fennick went up to spike that ball. You
Now,
got to get up there.
Here's the question. Would you throw it or would you run it?
I would run it. You got Ike McBride. You got Cameron Collier. I would have it lead, but you only got one back out there. Let's see what they do.
Trips to the right. This is it. Somebody's going to win on this play. Sack! Sack will put the end of the game in Houston. We'll get their first win of season 16. Turner with the sack.
Zach Turner making a big play. Leads the league at TFL, second in league at sacks.
An unbelievable finish.
There
unbelievable finish in Houston. Houston wins 22-17. We'll be right back after this. Postgame wraps it up. This is the SFL on the 11 Sports. Wow. What a day of games. Louisiana loses with 7 turnovers, 19-14 to St. Louis. But Mike, quickly, what we just saw, that was crazy. Houston wins on a last-second sack. Your reaction to the Hyenas now no longer winless? Follow us on Twitter at SimulationFL to get the most up-to-date broadcast schedule. LA and Vegas next on LSN and some FTF social media platforms. We've got Charleston and Sioux Falls coming up later tonight as well. Whew! Let's get out of here. What a day. Mike St. Green, Cameron Irvine with you. This has been the SFL on 11 Sports, and we'll see you next Saturday. Same time, same place.